أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله بارئ الخلائق الأجمعين باعث الأنبياء والمرسلين ثم الصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء حبيب قلوبنا وشفيع ذنوبنا أبي القاسم محمد اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد والصلاة والسلام على أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين المعصومين المظلومين لا سيما ولي الله الحجة ابن الحسن المهدي عجل الله تعالى فرجه الشريف روحي وأرواح العالمين له الفداء ولعنة الله على أعدائهم أجمعين إلى قيام يوم الدين. أما بعد, respected brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Continuing in our discussion of understanding the treasures and the wisdoms that are embedded within the supplication or the dua of Nudba, which was taught to us by our 12th Imam Sahib al-Amri wa Zaman Ajalallahu ta'ala farajahu sharif. There is one part of the dua when we are calling out for the Imam, we refer to him by saying أين الملتجى لإزالة الظلم والعدوان. Where is the person or where is that personality who will eradicate the foundations of oppression? Or where is that person who is a source of comfort or is the retreat from oppression and injustice? Where is that person whom the entire humanity can seek comfort and consolation from oppression? Where is that personality to whom the entire humanity can go to him and seek safety and refuge from the clutches of tyranny? Where is that person who will protect humanity and free them from the folds of oppression? Anta Habibi, we are living in the 21st century. Despite the fact that we live in civilized states, we have reached the golden age of technology and we live in a knowledge-based era. Yet within our times, how many people have you seen? Millions of people today who are victims of war and victims of terrorism. Enter, take Iraq as a case, as an example. How many millions of women are widows? How many millions of children will grow up not knowing who their father was because they were massacred by terrorists, blown up in explosions? This widow who has no one to help her secure her daily livelihood. These children who do not have the shelter of a father or a mother over them, to love them, to hug them. These children and these women, who is there to give comfort and safety, to raise them and alleviate, to remove them from the folds of poverty and grant them a decent standard of living? The 12th Imam Ajallallahu ta'ala farajahu sharif. Look at the poverty level in the world today. What percentage of the 6 billion people who live on earth live below the poverty line of $1 a day? But at this benchmark that is given to us, the official level of poverty below the poverty line is $1. This is from a secular perspective. Whereas if you come to Islam law, the level or the benchmark is much higher than $1. Who is there to alleviate the people from poverty, grant them opportunities to live a decent standard of life and build an akhirah? Who is, look today within the 21st century, how many millions of people within the subcontinent are subjected to slave trade? Even within Europe, even within North America, how many people are smuggled across the border and forced to sell their bodies because they come from third world countries or less developed states? This, you can call this, this is definitely a form of slave trade, but the name is not given forced labor. Women, children forced to sell their body in order to earn an income. Is this not oppression? Is this not slavery? You go to the subcontinent or you go to the Far East, the issue of sweatshops where children and vulnerable people are forced to work at salaries that are below the minimum wage, by far below the poverty level. Because they are vulnerable, they are taken advantage of. Who is there to come and reform these economic policies? Who is there to rid the entire humanity from the clutches of poverty? Who is there to free the people from dictators that rule and govern a majority or a number of the countries in the world today? Political prisoners, people who have been executed for viewing or for voicing political opinions that are contradictory to the state of the day. Execution, where is freedom of expression? People who are executed based on their faith, where is freedom of religion? States that go into war because they want to control certain natural resources, millions of innocent people are killed in the process. Where is the justice? Where is humanity, Aslan? Who is there to help the people and provide the people? When you constantly repeat this statement, أين الملتجى لإزالة الظلم والعدوان, there are two benefits that arise from this. Minimum of two benefits. Number one, it creates within you a sense of hope, and it captures this frustration which is engrossing the world. Enter Janab, you have hope in the face of this tyranny and oppression and injustice. Enter Janab, you do not lose hope. Enter, you do not lose hope in life. Enter, you do not lose hope in your Lord, because you know that your Lord is going to send the Savior of mankind. You have hope that there is somebody. This hope gives you or cultivates within you a sense of optimism. Whereas you go to other faiths, you look other faiths who do not have the notion of an awaited Mahdi, they have nothing to look forward to. They have no hope, and covered in pessimism and depression. They have no answer to the global problems that are coming. They don't have no one to look forward to who can remove them from these masaib and mashakil. Frustrated, depression, end their life in suicide. Whereas the mu'min, la, this dua gives him hope, gives him courage, gives him power to continue and be steadfast. This is one benefit. The other benefit, when you consistently recite these words from the dua, you actually nurture within your soul a sentiment where you are now beginning to sympathize and empathize with the problems of the people around you, your brothers in humanity. A person now comes out from this frame of mind where he is thinking me, and I, this ananiya which we say, self-centeredness. La, the dua teaches us to pray for removal of injustice from those around me. I need to be selfless. The world doesn't revolve around me. Why should I be selfish? The Imam teaches the Shia to think about the pains of the people around him and to pray for the faraj, or to pray for the removal of the calamities of the people around him. Person should think and should hope for goodness, not only for himself but for humanity, the people around him. He should not only pray for goodness to happen to him, but for goodness to happen to the people around him, humanity around him. And this is one of the greatest benefits that a person gets from reciting dua al-Nudba. It nurtures a generation of people who work for the betterment of humanity. Deep inside their heart and their souls, through recitation of these supplications, purifies the soul. Genuinely you want goodness for others around you. And how rare is this trait in this day and age. People want khair for themselves, and the rest of the world can drown. The way we say, go to hell the rest of the world. For dua al-Nudba, and the Imam in this manner, through this supplication, gives us tarbiyah, that we need to change our outlook and pray and be involved in the betterment of the affairs of the people around us. We pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to hasten the reappearance of our 12th Imam and to make us from amongst his Ansar and his Ashab. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen wa salatu wa salamu ala ahli baytihi at-tayyibin at-tahirin.